when we step away from everything that's going on right now, we actually have beautiful, beautiful energy around with this new moon and the equinox energy still present. This is time to believe that anything is possible, because it really is. You can change anything at the moment. Remember how powerful you are. You are in a very, very powerful position. You have received so many downloads, upgrades, and new light codes throughout the whole ascension waves we've just been experiencing. So believe in that impossible. It's going to make a difference. It's going to make a difference in your life. Literally at the moment, what you believe will manifest. So just be mindful where your thoughts are going. But we have the great energy, everyone. We have the lighter energy. So it's, but I more work with the angelic realm, so a guidance for your life at the moment. So sometimes the spirits will come through, but I can't guarantee that. You would need to go to a medium to have that, that connection. Would you like me to just do a general reading for you and we'll see what comes up?
Yes, please.
Okay, let's do a general reading for you and we'll see where you're at, Kelly. So I'm going to ask the angels to pull the right cards out. And let's see what you need to know. Okay, Kelly, first of all, I get the cycles card for you from the unicorn deck. So this is telling me that you are starting a new cycle. This is time for new beginnings for you, which is very much needed. I feel like things have been a little bit up and down for you. Would that be right, Kelly?
Yep.
I'm feeling a little bit of energy where you've been through something. I feel there's been an upset around you. I feel that you are in a healing phase. Would that make sense to you, Kelly?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're coming out of this cycle. Have you lost someone, Kelly? Is that why you wanted a medium reading?
Well, about a year now.
Sorry, what was that?
It's been about a year.
Yeah, I can feel your pain. I'm picking up on that pain. So you've been in a cycle of grief. You've been in a healing time, and this card is telling me that this is time that you're moving away from this. You're moving out of this cycle. I'm picking up a female energy around you. Would it be a female that you lost?
Yep.
Okay, so this, is it a mom or would it be your mom?
No, my aunt and my friends.
Okay, because I'm just feeling this mothering, nurturing energy. So this female energy is around you strongly. I can pick up your pain from the grief. You've had a tough time. I feel that it's really knocked you, which obviously, that happens when we lose people we love. But this card is telling me that you are coming out of this cycle. You're actually in a very powerful healing time, Kelly, and you are moving forward from this. So this energy of love is all around you, very strong. Know that when we lose somebody, they don't go, they're around us all the time. I think you do feel signs from her. Would that be right?
What? Can you say that again?
I think that you do see signs from her. You see signs of her presence around you. Would that be right?
I've seen things, some things, but I'm just not sure.
Yeah, she's around you very, very strongly. You also get the support card, which is telling me, Kelly, that she's around you, she's supporting you. You are supported in this time. But I feel like this is your ending, ready for your new beginning. So I feel like this is your healing time and you're going to start to move away from this, because I feel like for quite a while, this has really affected your energy on a very deep level, which when we lose anyone, it does. And I totally understand that, Kelly. I've lost both my parents. I know how it feels to, feel lost and grieving, but the support is there for you. I feel like she's sending you signs a lot, especially feathers. Feathers are coming up, but also flickering lights, Kelly. Watch out for the flickering lights, because she's saying that's what she's doing to show you. She's showing you her presence through the flickering light. Mm-hmm. Oh, wonderful. Yeah, so the flickering lights is where her presence comes in strongly. So that's a real sign for you. You get the hope card. So the hope card is telling you everything's going to be all right, Kelly. You're coming into a new cycle, new energy, new beginnings. Everything's going to be okay. So stay positive. It's all going to work out for you. That comes alongside the passion card. So this is a passion coming back into your life, Kelly, feeling that fire in your tummy once more about life. This is feeling good and feeling more connected, because I feel like for quite a while you felt quite disconnected and a little bit lost. Would that be right? Is that how you've been feeling?
Aye.
Yeah. So the passion is coming back for life. This connection is coming back. I will say that you have got some lovely things coming, Kelly. You've got a lot to look forward to. You are very, very protected. You are looked after, and you are guided right now. So it's your new beginning. So anything that you've been wishing to start or manifest in your life is going to happen really, really easily. So when we lose people we love, it's very hard. But what we need to realize is their energy is around us. And in actual fact, they're going to help us manifest all of our dreams. That love remains, Kelly. So just every time you feel a little bit overwhelmed or you feel, sad, just remember that, that love remains, that, they're not gone. They are now an energy and they are around us all the time. So if you want to see her, feel her, then just ask her to show you the signs. And, be open to seeing them, and you're going to start to see lots of signs. I'm being told she's going to give you a feather tomorrow. So, maybe if you step out into your garden, you're going to see a white feather and know that that's from her. But it's definitely the flickering lights is her sign very strongly. So watch out for that, Kelly. But she's around you all the time and you're moving forward now. It's your time of transformation, Kelly. So I hope that's helped you.
Brilliant, thank you, fantastic.
And you look after yourself now, it just know that she's around you. You can move on now, and you're moving on to happier times, and you're moving on, with her energy around you, which is so special. My mum and dad are always around me and their energy, and when we know that, we can connect on a deeper level. So you're going to be fine. Everything's going to be absolutely fine, Kelly.
Brilliant, thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Okay, you take care now.
You too. Bye.
Bye. Okay, so, this is really nice. Kelly's reading is really nice for everybody, for Kelly to hear that she's got her new beginnings and she's going to be moving forward. And this really is where we're at right now. So I wanted to talk about isolation at the moment. Obviously we're self-isolating worldwide at the moment. It is important. We really need to be doing. And I wanted to kind of say, try and embrace this moment. Try and embrace the time to recharge, to reboot your energy and to relax. We've had some very, very heavy energy since January started. And we also had heavy energy throughout 2019 because we were evolving to a big level, ready for this new age year. It's the new age of Aquarian year 2020. So we got some big things coming up. So we need to embrace it at the moment. We need to embrace the time to rest, to recharge, and just to rejuvenate our energy, reconnect with our inner being and disconnect from the world. So rather than seeing it as a pain, try and embrace it and see it as a gift. It is actually for us all at the moment that we can just pull back a little bit and recharge ourselves, and time for meditation, time for nurturing ourselves, time for tranquility, time to meditate, time to read that book that we've always been wanting to read, time to catch up on our favourite films and favourite shows on TV, time to spend with family if you're isolating with family. If you're isolating by yourself, then, time to just go within and, recharge yourself. As I say, meditation, I cannot stress enough at the moment, try and meditate once a day at least. It's going to help you so, so much. laugh, dance, sing. You know, music really raises your vibration, connects you to the angelic realm on a high level. So put on your favorite songs, sing, dance, get your vibration raised, spend time in your garden if possible, you know, getting that fresh air, grounding and balancing your energy. You know, bare feet into the soil is so great for raising the vibration and raising your energy. So I just wanted to say that at the moment. I know it's difficult times for us all. If we can realize that fear is an illusion, just thank you. Thank you so much. You know, we really do appreciate everything that you're doing for us. You know, you're making such a big difference to us, and, you know, you're in our prayers to keep you safe and keep you well and keep you healthy. But, you know, just thank you for doing that for us. Thank you for still going out to work. Oh, sorry, I've got a cough. Right, let's do the cards for everybody that chose number 1, number 2, or number 3 before we finish the show. So for everybody who chose number 1 as their card, your card is Stay Optimistic. And this is really important right now. This is your dreams are coming true. Don't quit before the miracle occurs. So this is, you've got wonderful energy around you. Stay optimistic. Don't lose the faith when you're so close to receiving. This is high manifestation around you. And the more positive you are right now, the faster that you speed the process up. So get ready to receive. You're going to be receiving on a big level, everyone who chose number 1. For anybody who chose number 2, your message this week is breaking free. And this is try different ventures and experiences as a way to learn and grow. So you are learning, growing, evolving at a rapid rate. I feel like this is a huge time of transformation for you. You are breaking free. You are rising. You know, you're rising. Your vibration is lifting higher and higher. So this is a time for you when everything just, you know, feels really good. Take those leaps of faith, break free, try the different experiences, go with your heart, go with your intuition right now. You're in a lovely energy period. You really are. And for anyone who chose number 3, your card is Blessed Change. And this says a major life change brings great blessings. So you, again, are having a huge transformation. You are evolving to, you know, a higher level. You have got a major life change. You've got lots of blessings around you, and you have got some beautiful transformation coming in. So you, again, are in beautiful energy. And this really ties in lovely with the new moon being here for us. So lots of blessings around you. So get ready to see the light shining in on you and everything changing. So those prayers that you've been asking for, get ready to see them answered. So they are great cards for everyone. And we really do have the good energy. So, you know, choose to focus on that. Choose to step away from everything that, you know, is around the media at the moment, and just choose to focus on your light, your inner power. You know, you are a light being, and choose to put your focus there. Choose to put your focus on your light and your love. Come from your heart space. It's going to make a big difference. If you're feeling anxious or anything like that, then just do meditation. It will help you so much. So I hope everybody has a really magical week. Thank you for being here with me once again. I am on the same time every Tuesday, my radio show. And you can find me on Facebook at Carrie M. Bush. You can find me on Instagram, on Twitter, and, you know, come and join my pages. We'd love to have you there, and take care of yourself. Everybody stay safe, but more than anything, stay positive. That is your power space. Stay positive. If you get negativity come in, breathe it out. We don't want that. So I'm sending you all so much love and light. Take care, everybody.
to A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV and Lightning Television. Welcome.
Time for Angel Guidance by Lisa Shore. Live from PureLoveEnergy.com.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio.
Or one of our websites,
AskOneRadio.com or Moonstruck.tv.
This is Angel Guidance
on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hi, everybody. My name is Lisa. This is my show, Angel Guidance by Lisa. And I'm so grateful that you're here today. And I just wanted to share a little bit about myself and then just chat with you a minute. And we're going to do something together, and then I'll take a caller. So my role in the world right now, and has been for a while, is that of a healer. And when I say healer, I don't mean doctor or psychiatrist or even a counselor. What I mean is I'm an energetic healer. And why is that important? Well, we are all made of energy. We look solid, we vibrate really fast, but we're really energy. And science shows that. I'm, not just saying that. That's a proven fact. We are energy. So this energy can be shaped really easily by your surroundings, like by your what you watch on TV. And right now, there's a lot of fear on television. So when you turn on the TV or the radio, or you're listening something on YouTube or on the internet, they're going to be talking about what's going on in the world. And right now, what's going on in the world is a total transformation of humanity, really. Things will not go back to the way they were before. And that doesn't mean that's bad. Actually, it could be very good. And so a lot of world is through the lens of your attitude, your mindset, and your energy. So it's important that you keep your energy protected and cleansed and grounded. And what that does is it helps you function with some kind of peace of mind. It helps you move through life without reacting to everything, but actually being able to take some kind of responsibility and have some control over what's going on in your world. So with energy, and with us being energy, and the world is energy, and everything's buzzing and vibrating, it's really easy to slide into that negativity that you notice that people are talking about. Maybe people are complaining about losing their job, or maybe they're talking about this person and that person who's sick, and maybe they don't know them personally, but they know someone sick and they keep talking about it. I will tell you what I'm doing right now. So I'm aware of what's going on in the world, and I actually allocate a little bit of time every day to tune into that and to understand what's happening, because I feel like that's a responsible thing to do. But I don't immerse myself in this information 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, okay? I find out some information. I find out information because I'm a responsible person for members of my family. I like to know what's happening, but I'm looking at all this as an observer, and I'm not looking at it as someone who's emotionally invested in what's happening around me. Now, what does that mean? Well, I don't get caught up in the fear of what's going on in the world right now, because there's no reason to. Okay, there's no reason to buy into the fear. There's no reason to step into that feeling of what someone else may be noticing and reacting to. So when people start talking about people who are sick, or there's a whole group of people talking about people who are coming down with symptoms and they must have this, and I want you to remove yourself from that situation. I want you to Observe it and go, okay, thank you. That's interesting. You think that and feel that. Now I'm going to step over here back in my space, and I'm going to align myself with my truth. So what's your truth? Well, have you ever thought about that? Have you ever thought about that? A truth would be like, for me, I believe everything works for my good and in my favor. That truth stands by me 100% of the time. So even though this is going on in the world, I don't abandon that truth, that belief. I believe I'm always protected and guided. That truth remains the same, 100%, now and forever. And when you are deeply rooted in your beliefs, life and energy will respond to that. Okay, so if you're putting out an energy of faith and trust and hope and love, that's how you'll see your world around you. Okay, energetically, you're going to pull that in. Now, there are circumstances where people need a little help to get into that state of being, and I am a person who helps people do that. I help people shift their energy, and I do it through something called Reiki healing. I do it through many things, but Reiki healing is the primary structure of healing that I use. And so I want to invite you, if you feel anxious, stressed out, like you don't have a place to really feel comfortable, check out my group page. It's completely free. It's called Reiki Live, REIKILIVE, exclamation point, Reiki Live. What that means is twice a week and maybe more, I give Reiki, I give you healing energy to shift your frequency. So you start to feel more peaceful, aligned, grounded, and energetically put back together. I talk about this and I accept this because I know what results people get. People feel results from these sessions, even though you're not in my healing room, even though you may be halfway around the world. For me, energy doesn't know any boundaries of time or space. It transcends all of that. So if you accept healing from me, then you will automatically get that when you join me on my Facebook Lives. You'll get exactly what you need. It will help you shift. I invite you to try it. I invite you to see what people are talking about. So what do people talk about? They talk about how they have a sense of peace and clarity and relaxation after a session. They talk about how information that I was able to bring forward, to bring through to the group, information that may connect them with their loved ones in spirit, information that may give them insight as to some of the things going on in their body. I'm able to bring that forward, even in a group session, and people receive healing and clarity and relief from stress during these sessions. So those are some of the things I do to help people. Certainly, I am open for private sessions, and I can conduct those as well on the internet through a website called Zoom. So if you need help, if you want to reach out to me, you can do it through my Facebook group, Reiki Live, and that is completely free. You can also reach out to me at Lisa Short. I'm in Lenexa, Kansas. Okay, if you have anyone in your life who needs healing, needs some energetic assistance, guide them my way. I want to expand my group page to help as many people in the world as I can. I don't need to be one-on-one with people to give distance Reiki, to give Reiki from a remote location. I don't have to be one-on-one, and everyone who needs it will receive it. I'm not giving my energy. I'm giving Reiki energy, which channels through me. It flows through me. This is something that I have been doing for 20 years, and I have helped hundreds of people and had over 1,000 sessions. So I'm very familiar with how this works and how I get to help people and how they feel better. So right now, I want to just send you a little energy shift, a boost, a burst of relaxation, peace, and love. And so we're going to just take about 5 minutes, and then I'll go on to a caller, and I'm going to help you shift. This is what I want you to do. So I want you to sit in a quiet space if you can. If you're watching this on the replay, sit in a quiet space. Sit and recline or relax, lay down, whatever is fine. I just want you to be in a quiet space. And I want you to close your eyes and start to breathe. And breathe in slowly and deeply. Breathe in and release. And as you breathe in, I want you to intend that you're receiving healing light and be thankful for that. So just be grateful that you are receiving healing light. And as you breathe in, you may notice that you are experiencing a vibration or a tingling around your entire body. I'm feeling it right now a lot in my legs and my feet. So you may notice that there. This is for anyone who's on the replay. If you can take this information, go ahead and comment below the video, and I'll check it back later. Keep breathing. I want you to feel energy entering through the top of your head and flowing downward into your throat, your heart, your abdomen, the base of your spine, down your legs, and into your feet. This energy is a beautiful golden light. And as it flows throughout your body and saturates all places and pieces and parts of you, your energy is being attuned to the highest spiritual frequency. This golden light represents all that's good and 100% love. Feel this light expand and flow throughout you, and this is a shift for you. This is an alignment with your highest good, with your higher self. And so as you feel this shift, take a deep breath in and release. You may start to feel getting heavier, like you're relaxing, like you're getting heavy, like your legs are getting heavy. Some of you may notice a vibration in your hands. You may notice heat in the palms of your hands. And that's okay too. I'm noticing a vibration and a movement in the throat chakra. Somebody is releasing an issue right there. It could be some kind of coughing. It could be also a sore throat or something going on there that's being released right now. Keep breathing. And as you continue to breathe, you may feel now a lightness, as if there's a web of support forming under you and carrying you and lifting you up in the highest possible supportive way. You may notice a warmth. You may notice a tingling. That's all normal for Reiki. Your body, your energy body, your physical body, your mental body, your emotional body, your spiritual body is shifting. It is beginning to align with the highest vibration, the highest source, the beautiful light of love. Take a deep breath. Release all that is restrictive. Release all that is tying you back into fear. Release it and align with love. And as you breathe in, I now want you to intend and bring the energy that you have expanded so beautifully back to its normal resting place around your body. I want you to relax and start to feel the physical parts of you, your fingers, your toes, wiggle them so you know you're back in your body. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. And I seal this session. Please let me know how you feel, if you've noticed a shift or any kind of change in how you feel. Do you notice a release of anxiety or stress? Do you feel more calm, more peaceful? Do you have a clear head around certain things? Let me know. If there's anything you want to share, I would sure appreciate it. Take another deep breath. Get a drink of water. And have a beautiful day. Namaste. So I'm going to go to a caller now, and need to check this. I think this is Catherine. Catherine in Mineral Wells, Texas. Hey, Catherine.
Hello.
Are you? Hi. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
All right. How's it going where you are today?
It's going good. Very funny.
Yeah. Everything all healthy there in Texas? Where you
far,
are?
yes, in my town. Where I'm
Your
at.
house? Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. So, Catherine, what can I help you with today?
Just any kind of guidance.
Okay. Do you have an area of your life that you want to look at?
Not really. Kind of lost on that one.
Mm-hmm. So everything's, if there was an area in your life that you would like to make change or shift or work on, what would come to mind? What would be the first thing?
Probably like family and career.
Family and career? Okay. Okay, so I know there's a lot of people who aren't working right now because of everything that's going on. Are you connected to, I feel like you have a job, is that related to food or food service or a restaurant, something like that?
No, I just got a job today at the nursing home.
At nursing, do you do food service there?
Housekeeping.
Okay. Let me take a look and see. Okay. Oh, so I do see a change for you this summer, which is actually not that far away. I see a change in work. All right. Let me take a look. It looks like it'd be good. What I mean is a change. It looks like there will be an increase of income for you. The income will be related to your job. It will be related to your career. It's going to, what I feel like is you need to be pushed a little bit to move forward with this. Is there something you're working on that would get you to the next level of pay? Or is there some certification or, I don't know, something that can give you that next step?
I'm a medical assistant, but I keep having trouble finding a job.
hmm I think that as far as finding a job, those positions are going to open up. I don't feel like you're going after all of this that's going on right now, after I would say June going into that month, that's where you're going to find a place of employment. It feels like there's going to be um, some type of connection as well with this place to bettering or improving yourself in the job. Like they would hire you and give you a scholarship or give you the means to go forward with something to train in. Is there something and does that make sense to you, or is that?
They have a CNA program that they pay for.
They have a what they pay for? I'm sorry?
A CNA program.
CNA? Has that been something that you have thought about pursuing?
I did, yes.
Okay. All right. So this is the information that's coming in. So this was a plan, and this is exactly what this information is. This was a plan. This was something that you've thought about, and if you had to do it on your own, you may not do it. But because you would be accepted in a new employment situation where they would offer to provide for that, that is a golden opportunity for you. I feel like you're just going to move into that very easily, and that's going to help you focus on not only expanding your income but your skills, and that's going to overflow into your home life, into your relationships. I'm looking at this financially for you. You're going to meet somebody who's going to help with this financially. So that part of it is the place where you're going to get a job and they're going to pay for this training. Another part of it is that there may be someone in your life who would be a romantic person or someone you're connected with who would see an increase in wages or come into your life with bringing forth some type of financial support. It feels like this person will give you good advice as well about pursuing your dream, taking these next steps. Are you involved with a romantic person right now?
I'm married.
Huh?
I'm married.
You're married? Okay. Does your husband?
I'm married.
Yes. So for your husband, then it seems like there's going to be an increase. First of all, an increase in wages for him, or a bringing forward of money that you didn't expect, and that will be also in the summertime as well. There's also going to be this really good. I feel like he's going to support you right now emotionally as you go through these changes, where there may have been a little, it feels like there could have been a little disconnect between you and he, like almost taking each other for granted in a way, but now it's like, oh, I get it. We really need to be together. It's like a feeling of gratitude between the both of you. You're going to start seeing it with each other, and that's going to allow for greater flow financially for both of you. I know that maybe doesn't sound like it would fit together, but when your energy and your emotions are flowing, are open, are grateful, you're going to invite financial support. You're going to invite people into your life that help you move forward. So it's really good to continue, if you're not doing it now, to get into that groove of being grateful for your husband. Can you take any of that? Does that make any sense to you?
A little bit. We are at a disconnect right now. we're not really happy right now.
There's going to be a change with that dissatisfaction. It's going to be something that will impact your family. You're going to experience something that it's not a crisis, but it's something that's going to impact your family, and you and your husband are going to come back together in a balanced, supportive way. I feel like he truly loves you. Don't feel like there's any kind of disconnect there. I do feel like he truly loves you. There just has been this friction, and that friction is brought by both of you, not just him. So you're going to go through this experience, and this is going to be in a relatively quick period of time where you're going to come back together and you're going to be grateful for each other's presence. And it's going to impact the rest of everything for you. Money, your relationship, your home life, all of it. I would start if you can thinking about 3 things about your husband that makes you grateful for him. Sometimes it's challenging when we're in a situation when we're experiencing a little bit of agitation or unhappiness with someone. There's an original reason why you are together. I want you to think about what 3 reasons would be that you would be grateful for your husband, okay? And that's going to shift your energy, all right? And this can be something that once you start doing it, I wonder if you could ask him to do it too. It will engage a conversation between you two that will break down the walls of whatever has been put up, all right? If he can start to look for 3 things to be grateful for you, about you every single day, and you as well, and these have to be different things. I don't mean the same thing every day. That's going to shift your energy. You're going to be able to step into a better place with him. I think you really want that. It's too much energy to resist, okay, to push back. You don't need a significant life change right now. You're going to go through some changes anyway, and you're going to be fully supported. So focus on yourself and then start to see how really the beautiful, loving energy of your husband can be brought back into this relationship, and you can give it too. I really do appreciate your call, Catherine, and I do need to run, but I would like to invite you to reach out to me if you are so inclined. I'm on Facebook at Lisa Short. Thank you. Have a good day. Okay, if you'd like.
You're listening to A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, enlightening television. Welcome.
Time for intuitive listening with Trish Rock. Live from TrishRock.com.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio.
Or one of our websites,
askoneradio.com or moonstruck.tv.
This is intuitive listening
On A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hello, good morning, everyone. This is Trish, and this is the Intuitive Listening Show. I hope you're well from wherever you are watching in the world. And you're possibly in lockdown, well, no matter where you are at the moment as well. So I hope this gives you something interesting to watch and listen to for the next half an hour. So I have pulled some cards and for a little bit of a collective reading for us for this week coming. And they're really beautiful cards. And I know for many of you out there, it's a really tough time at the moment, or it feels tough. But you have to have faith, and you have to have hope that, that we will all get through this. And I really feel that this is the task at hand here, really, for us to stay centered and stay calm. And I will be talking a little bit about that today as well. But the cards that came up are just beautiful, and they really are not I guess if you're feeling frantic at the moment, the messages will seem a little bit too far away from you to grasp. But if you're ready to perhaps step out of a little bit of fear and perhaps step out of a little bit of the frantic energy that the world seems to be collectively feeling at the moment, then you'll truly be able to hear what I'm about to say. And it may just bring you some hope and some foresight into the choices that you do have right now, even though many of you may feel like you have none. So the first card that came out is wisdom. And, what a beautiful way to start the week, wisdom. And this really is a message to say that you do have the wisdom within. Now, one of the things that, and this is a number 9, which is the end of a cycle. One of the things that I'll be talking about today is the wisdom that you have within, because you truly do. And what happens is, and especially at the moment, if you've relied on the external in your life, the structures, the external job situations, the external people, the external rules, control, if you've relied on all of that to decide how you feel, you're really disempowering yourself, and you're not tuning into your own wisdom. You're kind of following and tuning into other people's wisdom and not tuning into your own. Now that a lot of those structures have gone, and, for many of you, if you're at home and you're not at work anymore, or you're not having to be under anybody else's rules, and you also don't have people around you to validate you anymore, where does your wisdom come from? And I think this is one of the fearful things that people are going through right now. So this is really a call to tune into your own wisdom. And this is what this show is all about, is your intuitive listening. right? Really going within into your own wisdom, into your own memories, into your own claircognizance, and into your own wisdom, your own pool of wisdom to find the answers, and not to rely on the external forces to bring those answers to you or for you. And, at this particular time in our evolution, there is a lot of wisdom out there, and there's certainly a lot of good information out there. But it's up to you to decide what you believe and what you don't. And that decision and that inner wisdom will be coming forward in those instances, and you'll be going, oh, okay, there's a lot of people who believe that, but it just doesn't resonate with me. But this information over here that I'm seeing or hearing, that really resonates with me. I feel more truth in that. And these are the discernments that are really important for you right now, to be in your own wisdom and not be carried away on a wave of fear from information or theories that you are hearing from many other people, right? Now, I'm not saying the theories aren't true or not true. What I'm saying is tune into your own wisdom here and decide what's true for you. Now, the other two cards that came up are beautiful. We've got the Wheel of Fortune and we've got the World card. This is truly the next step for all of us, right? The Wheel of Fortune is turning, and we can choose to be on it, or we can choose to not tune into our inner wisdom, and we can stop that wheel from turning, right? Fear will stop everything from turning. We just get frozen in fear, yeah? And it blocks everything. And then if you're in fear and it's blocking everything, then that just creates another cycle of fear. And, yes, things are a bit scary, and things are scarier for other people depending on their circumstances. However, to be in that circle of fear is not going to allow you to get on that Wheel of Fortune so that you can start attracting those things into your life that you want again. And then we've got the World card, and this really for me today is representing the whole world. The whole world is stepping into a new cycle and stepping into a new level of wisdom within itself and within each of us. And it's this wisdom that's going to carry us through. Now, I do have one other card, but I just want to talk to you today about the day and the month. So we are now in April, which is the 4th month of the year, and we are in a 4-year. So, sorry, I've got people sending me messages. So we are in a 4-year and we're in a 4-month. And 4 is about restructure. 4 is about foundations. 4 is about boundaries. And 4 is really about resetting and, really getting your foundations and your stability. And I really feel that we've kind of been forced into a little bit of hibernation of sorts, right? And rather than sitting there and worrying and wondering and being in a frantic state of fear, it's a perfect time to really be with yourself, to really start writing down how you feel. Start writing down all your fears. Start writing down all of your hopes and wishes, and really get these foundations together of what you want in life. What is it that you want to feel? How do you want your life to look? And for many of you who are a bit lost and confused at the moment because, you're so used to the outside world validating you and, you finding your value from what other people are saying to you or, for instance, many people at the moment who are at home on their own without external stimulus are really not feeling good because they haven't got people around to I say make them happy, but they have always looked to other people to find happiness, to find their validation, their value, and their worth. And without that, there's the feeling of being lost. So if that's you, dive deep into who you are and try to find your value without the validation of other people around you. And this is really the opportunity that we've got right now to dive deep into who we are, into what we feel, what we think, and our inner wisdom. Dive deep into that and find our value there, because that's where it is. And we don't need other people around us to feel valuable or to feel valued or to feel lovable or to feel loved. And when you can feel that within yourself, then you lose the need for external validation. And when that happens, happiness and peace are with you no matter what is happening on the outside. And we've really been given the opportunity, especially this month, to feel this and to tune into this and to set some new foundations up for ourselves and to find our value, to find our worth within ourselves and really not need the validation of other people. We're really being called on to believe in ourselves again, right? And this is the perfect space to do that, to really start believing in you again. Because you're valuable, you're very worthy, and just the fact that you were born makes you innately abundant and worthy and magnificent. So it's a beautiful opportunity this month to start restructuring your life. How do you want to show up? How, what is it that you're being called to do? Now, for a lot of people, as we are now being all pushed up to the fifth dimension, it's uncomfortable for a lot of people who have been in the third dimension all this time. But for many people who are working in the spiritual field or have been starting to tune into their intuitive abilities, it's really ramping up. And many of you have got abilities now that are really they're calling you, right? All your clairs, your claircognizance, your clairsentience, your clairvoyance, clairaudience, they're all heightening. So what do you do with that? Take this time to tune into it. Write down what you're experiencing. Find somebody to, talk to about it. Join communities where there is that conversation. Come over to my page at Trish Rock Transformation on Facebook. Come and join my page, because we have these conversations and you're around people who are also experiencing these shifts, and it just allows you to start believing in yourself a little bit more and your abilities. And there's so many of us being called to step up and to really be there for the world and for those around us, to help them have more faith in themselves as well. So listen to those callings in the next 3 or 4 weeks over this month. Listen to what you're being called to do and trust that. Just take each action step at a time. Don't set yourself up each day with, right, this is my whole day planned and I'm not going to stray from this. Have some plans and some goals, but tune into your intuition and really follow that. If you get a prompt to listen to something, do it. If you get a prompt to go somewhere, do it. If you get a prompt to all of a sudden go to your bookshelf and grab a book, do it. If you get a prompt to get on social media and you see something that catches your attention, listen to that, right? Just really tune into the flow of what you're being prompted to do, and you'll be amazed what exciting magic happens when you tune into that. Now, the other card that I pulled was a numerology card, and we got 87, synchronicity. The first thing, I'm going to read this out to you because it's a really interesting card, but the first thing is the purple and the pink. Now, purple is your third eye intuition, and the pink is really your higher heart chakra. It's really tuning in to the truth of you. Yeah. And into that intuitive truth that is coming through for you really strongly right now, if you allow it. And in the space and in the quietness, for many of you that are at home now, you can really tune into this a lot more. And the pink for your higher heart is really trusting you, trusting and loving you. So I want to read this one out for you. Now, 8 and 7 reduces to 15, which reduces to 6. 6 is a temporary opportunity. 6 is also very spiritual. So it's really tuning in, once again, to that higher heart, to the intuition, and tuning into that spiritual side of yourself. Synchronicity. This card indicates a need to have faith in the universal order of events, even in the midst of hopelessness and uncertainty. There is no such thing as an accident or a coincidence in the universe, and the perfect people and opportunities will appear miraculously when least expected. Even when you can't logically comprehend how your dreams could possibly come true, you must trust in the magical power of synchronicity to deliver what you need. Remember, it isn't your job to know how things will unfold. It is simply your job to believe and know that all is well. The hows, whens, and whos lie in the hands of the divine, but once you surrender to the outcome, you are shown the next logical step. In order to improve your current situation, you are being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the natural rhythm and cycles of your life, cycles that are encouraging you to trust in the power of synchronicity. By living in consistent alignment with Source through positive thoughts, emotions, and prayer, you will automatically attract miraculous synchronicities into your life. And that is exactly what these cards are saying as well, with the Wheel of Fortune and the World card. So all synchronized there as well. And the affirmation that you can tune into this week is, I have faith that synchronicity will lead me where I need to be. And this comes back down to you really trusting and tuning in, getting silent, getting quiet, and tuning into that other part of yourself that has been blocked out from busyness, from the external. If you don't meditate, I would really recommend that you start meditating this month. Even 15 minutes a day can truly help. I've got lots of amazing meditations on my website at trishrock.com, and also on my YouTube channel at Trish Rock. So, and there's so many different meditations. And once again, use your instincts, use your intuitive instincts to look up Spotify, look up YouTube, look up or Google, right, meditation, and see what comes up for you, and click on the one that feels right for you at this time, because it will be the right one. Don't overthink it. Go with the feeling. And, this will really help you this month to create some new foundations. And if you can create a new foundation of these different habits, right, of meditating is a great habit to be into. Some of my friends who are at home in isolation or lockdown are meditating a few times a day. And, it's not because they're bored or they haven't got anything else to do. It's because it's a really beautiful opportunity to go within and to set up some new internal structures and new belief structures. And it's a great way to tune into what your body, what your mind, and what your soul is asking and calling for you to do at this time. The other thing about meditation, the other thing about tuning in to your intuition is that it's very peaceful. It's very calming. And, often, and this is probably true for many of you listening, if you're not working at the moment, if wherever you were working is closed down and you're at home, if you're used to that busyness, that hustle and the bustle, sitting at home and in the quietness is going to be really different for you, right? So many of us need that distraction. So what will you do without the distraction? Will you create more distraction? Or will you choose to go within, start finding that belief in yourself again, and come out of this stronger, more in tune with your intuitive abilities, more in tune with you, more in tune with life, and, really come out of this empowered. It's a new energy that we're all being called to. We're all being pushed now up to a fifth dimension vibration or higher. And any of those low vibrations, back still in that 3D energy of control and noise, and, putting out their lives in the hands of the external, it just doesn't work anymore. And if you stay there, it's not going to feel good. And we can't be relying on the external to make us feel good. So if you're sitting there waiting for the government, your workplace, the people around you, the world leaders, if you're waiting on another external person or body to do something to make you feel good, then you're really giving your power away. And it's time to take your power back. What makes you feel good? Right? What can you do right now that makes you feel good? And if you were moving forward here in your life, what feels good moving forward? Right? How would you like your life to look and feel? It's time to start dreaming. It's time to write it down. Get clear. Tune in to your inner wisdom. Get clear on what it is that you really want in life. Get that belief back in yourself. write it all down, and then allow synchronicity to come into play. Trust all those prompts that you get. To be a nice grounding month, should you allow it. Now, I'm still offering my email readings for you. They're super easy. Just get over onto my page at Trish Rock Transformation on Facebook, or you can email me at Trish, Trish, at trishrock.com. Or you can head over to social media and message me. Or you can head to my website at trishrock.com, click on the home tab, and you'll see the drop-down list. So email readings are a really great way if you want answers at the moment. I do a 20-minute video and I send it to you with your answers to your questions. Really inexpensive. If you'd like a bigger session with me, if you really want to dive deep into, where you're headed, then book in for one of my psychic sessions. And I've also got a new 6-week mentoring program called Prosperity and Purpose. And so if you listening today are really starting to tune in to your purpose, into your intuitive gifts, and you know that there's more for you and you're having this really big calling, this is the program for you, and I would love to invite you into that. So the best place, head over to my page on Facebook, Trish Rock Transformation, and like the page and you'll see all the information there. I wish you an amazing April. Stay grounded, stay calm, do what you can to go within and find your own wisdom. Look after yourself, nurture yourself. You are worth it. I'll see you next week.
To A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, enlightening television. Welcome.
Time for Amanda Hall Psychic with Amanda Hall. Live from AmandaHallPsychic.com.au.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio.
Or one of our websites,
askoneradio.com or moonstruck.tv. This is Amanda Hall Psych on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Welcome to A1R Psychic Radio here on Moonstruck TV. My name's Amanda Hall, psychic all the way from the Gold Coast. It's a beautiful overcast crisp morning here this morning. We've had a little bit of warm weather. We're heading into sort of our cooler months of the year here in Australia. So I hope wherever you are in this amazing planet of ours, you're staying strong, you're staying healthy, and most importantly, you're staying home. And I think that's the big message around the world, isn't it? We all must stay home. So let's kick the show off with the Secrets of Tarot card of the week, which is the Hanged Man. Now, this is the card of getting stronger in oneself. Isn't that quite apt for all of us at the moment? After a lot of deliberating and delaying, we're finally on the right track. Now, I think that this is a very ambiguous sort of card, but also an extremely positive card at the moment, because everybody is getting stronger in oneself. We've all had plenty of time to spend with ourselves in the last few days or the last few weeks, depending on what part of the world you're in. So you really have had to confront your own demons, look at where you're going, what you want out of life. And out the other side, I think we are going to come out of this a lot stronger. And I'm looking at this as the whole world's been deliberating and delaying, trying to find what's the best approach to the COVID-19 virus. And I think now finally we're starting to see some sort of common sense and some sort of clear directive around the world on how we need to tackle this as a globe, not just as an individual country or nation or state. I think we need to tackle this as a worldwide sort of situation. So that leads me on to very quickly, I want to talk about astrologically what's happening this week. And I don't want to spend too much time on it astrologically this week because I want to get down to some tips for how to handle yourself in this COVID-19 crisis. So astrologically, the two things I want to talk about is Jupiter, the planet of opportunity and expansion, which to me represents the globe as a whole, is actually holding hands with Pluto. Now, I've spoken about this many, many times on the show. Pluto's role in Capricorn, he's been there since 2008, will be there till 2022, is to completely transform the planet. Now, with it being in Capricorn, I feel now we have collectively as a globe the opportunity to completely transform our world. And I mean that as a complete world. We have the ability to rethink the way that we do day-to-day business. We can all act together as one. And it's a time now that collectively I think the world can join hands and beat this virus. I think that's really important. The other major shift in the last 7 days has been the planet of Mars. Now, Mars in astrological terms is the planet of action, or the planet that we look for guidance if we're going to go into a battle or go into a war on something. Now, he's now actually holding hands with Saturn in Aquarius. Saturn's only just moved into Aquarius, and when planets sort of just change signs, they're usually at their very most powerful. It's when we see some amazing breakthroughs. And because it's in Aquarius, I'm actually hoping we're going to see collectively the battle sort of really ramp up now to sort of combat this COVID-19. I think people are going to now starting to tell the truth and share their figures really around the world. And somebody's tickling my ear, I apologise, to see what is actually sort of happening and how we can best beat this situation. Now, I want to quickly move on to our candle of the week, which is the Sun card. And I've chosen this on purpose because I think we all need to bring some more sunshine and some light into our eyes. Now, if we were to do a gift box set, I've made up a gift box set of some rather different ones. I thought we'd do something really different this week, and I've done dreams, manifest, and the fire sign candle because we're in the Aries time of the year. I think it's a time when we can all set our dreams into motion. We can manifest the reality or the opportunities that we want moving forward in our lives. And I think it's time now that we can actually go towards what we really want in our lives. And I think that that's really important. I think we need to set some dreams now. We need to start manifesting what you want. So it's a good time now to really sort of set towards in motion the things that we want to do. So if you were working with candles, can I suggest you don't necessarily have to have mine, any candle you've got in the house. Write down 3 things that you want to bring into your life. And don't just focus on your health, but 3 new things that you'd like to bring into your life. And maybe there's 3 things that you want to let go. And burn these candles for at least 10 minutes to 2 hours a day. and really focus on what it is that you're trying to bring into your life. It's a perfect time to use this as part of your meditation or sort of reorganizing your life or revamping your life. Now, before I go on to my tips and tricks to get you through the COVID-19 virus, I just want to have a special shout out to one of the world's most famous sitcom mums, Shirley Jones from the Partridge Family. It's actually her birthday. So happy birthday, Shirley, if you're watching. You know I'm a huge fan. And I think that we can all take a leaf out of Shirley's book and say, come on, let's get happy. I think that should be our theme song for the week. So my tips and tricks to get you through the COVID-19 virus are this. First and foremost, I think the most important thing you've got to do is relax and reconnect with yourself. This is the perfect time to get to know who you are as a person and to sort of spend some time each and every day sort of contemplating your navel and just sort of wondering who you are and how you got to be here and what's been going on in your life, and, just let your mind be still. I think the second most important thing is that we need to set a schedule. We need to get a plan of attack for the day. If we were getting up, going to work and going about our business, our day is segmented into time slots of things that we do at certain times of the day every day, and we're all comfortable beings with having a routine. So I think now more than any other time, I think we need to get a routine. And for some of you, that might be difficult because you're getting out of bed at a different time of the day, all those sort of things, but that's okay. We can be flexible with the routine. If you're getting up at 8 o'clock and you normally got up at 6, well, then just adjust your thinking to that. You get up, you're having a cup of coffee, you're having breakfast, and don't forget to schedule in things like spending some time with yourself, some exercise. I'm limiting my television watching on the virus to a maximum of 1.5 hours a day. And the reasons why I'm doing that is, yes, we all need to catch up with the latest things that are going on in your local environment and see what's changed in the last 24 hours and what the new rules and regulations are. But above that point, I do that morning and night. I catch up with it in the morning and in the night. Past that point, I try and focus on other more positive things, because I think we can become sort of almost spellbound of watching one news broadcast after another and flicking channels onto something else, that we either, one, become desensitized or we become overloaded with so much information that we absorb absolutely nothing. The last thing that we need to be doing now is making ourselves feel negative, overwhelmed and stressed. We need to try and find a positive way around this. On another positive note, we've moved into the Aries time of the year, which is the astrological new year. So it's the perfect time to sit down and look at our New Year's resolutions for the astrology year. So they may be very different to what you set down in January because the world's a different place now, but why not revisit them? It's the perfect time to look at our budget, look at how we used to spend money and what we're not spending as much money on now. And I know for the ladies out there, they're starting to say, my heavens, my hair's looking dreadful. I haven't got any fingernails. I'm running out of makeup. But look, I think we can all make the best of a bad situation, whether we all go back to having natural coloured hair. I'm fortunate mine is natural, but for me it's sort of no curls, and, I have very straight, very fine hair. This few weeks I have to get creative, as a lot of people are going to have to do with their appearance. But I think this is a time when we can reset those goals to it. What's the most important thing with us? And I think the most important thing to come out of this virus is collectively, I think we can all reconnect with family, friends and loved ones. We've all lost the art of good, solid communication. I don't mean social media, and I don't mean text messages and emails. I mean actually pick up a phone and have a chat with someone. I've set a goal of trying to make 3 phone calls a day to family and friends. They don't necessarily have to be long calls, but just to ring and say, how are you? Hope you're well. How are you handling it? And sort of then maybe, change the subject to what sort of music have you been listening to? What have you been watching on Netflix or Foxtel or your pay TV subscription? And sort of have a chat about things and really ask them how they are, because it's surprising by doing things like that you're not only brightening your spirits, but you're also brightening their day. And one of the other things that I've been trying to do is connect with as many of people that I can on social media and send them a bunch of flowers or a smiley face or a virtual hug or whatever. And for some people, that's the only contact that they're getting in a day. So I think it's really important. But I think we also need to take some time for ourselves. Now, whether that's spending some time in the garden, whether it's sort of saying to yourself, okay, I've got a list of chores that I want to do and I'm going to put them on a list and I'm going to cross them off as I achieve them. But I think one of the most important things we can do is just chill and allow our bodies to catch up on the such feveright sort of pace that we live most of the time. Make sure you're getting some extra rest. It's not against the law to sit down and watch a movie or to allow your body to rest. I think that's the important thing. We talk about immune systems quite a lot. And I think for most people, we tend to think of our immune system as popping some vitamins or whatever. Yes, look, I'm not saying that those things aren't important, but one of the most important things for our immune system is our own emotional well-being and making sure that our bodies are not exhausted. And that's really important. And I think these are the things that we all need to start sort of looking at. I'm a firm believer in putting good nutrition into your body. And I think that that's a really important thing for each and every one of us. I'm a juicing type person, and I believe in fresh fruit and vegetables and things like that. And I think that's important. But there's lots of people out there that have ailments and illnesses and things like that that dictate what they can and can't put into their bodies or how much exercise they can get. But I think if we all adjust things to what we know that works for us and listen to your body. Look, I know it's very easy in these tough times to sort of turn around and give our body some comfort food to reach for the sweeties or something salty. And I'm not saying don't allow yourself a little bit of that, but what I'm saying, why don't you reach for a piece of fruit first or a carrot stick or something and then sort of say, okay, I've been good, then I can have a little treat. I don't think it's the time where we sort of say, no, you can't do that. I think it's a matter of everything in balance and adjusting our lives accordingly. And I think the most important thing is understanding that it's okay to be frightened, that it's okay to listen to your emotions and sort of say, well, I really am nervous about this. I really am frightened and I'm not the only one in the world. But also be mindful that there's a lot of other people out there that are doing it a lot tougher than you are. There's people that actually have family members that are seriously ill in a hospital, and the furthest thing on their mind is how they're going to pay this month's bills. They're more concerned about, making sure that their family is well and safe and happy and might come out the other side of their illnesses. So I think we need to spare a thought for that sort of thing. And I think if you're one of the millions of people around the world that participates in social media every day, then let's keep it bright and positive. Let's not be so maudlin. Yes, we do need to be aware of the things that are going on in our local environment. I can't stress that enough, to follow what the authorities are telling you. If they're telling you to stay home, that means stay home. It doesn't mean go out to the shops to entertain yourself. It means stay home. But I think we can also fill social media full of positive things, uplifting music, some funny jokes, some funny pictures. If you're creative, make a nice poster, share it with everybody else. So it's sort of, it's the time to sort of try and keep everybody's spirits as uplifted. And I know for me personally, it's been a very, very busy time where people around the world are concerned about what to do, what not to do. Am I going to get the virus? I mean, I don't have an answer to that. I mean, it's probably been the number one message I've had from people. What will happen if I get it? Well, I think don't dwell on the fact of getting COVID-19. Let's dwell on the fact of keeping yourself as healthy and as well adjusted and listening to your body as possible, and minimize the fact of attracting it to you, because the laws of attraction work in the same way. If you're so focused on this virus and the fear of getting it, then you've got more chance of catching it because you've talked yourself into getting it. So that's what I'm saying. Let's just have some positive thoughts going out there. Look after yourself the best way you can. Make sure that you get into a good routine, some rest, some relaxation, some good music, some TV, some exercise, some time outside if you're allowed to do that. And don't forget to reconnect with family and friends. I think that's the most important thing. And know that you're not the only one. There's all of us around the world in the same situation. We're all home self-isolating. We're all trying to keep ourselves entertained. So let's do this together. We're going to talk to Keith in St. Cloud in Minnesota. Are you there, Keith?
Yeah, I'm here.
You have a question I can work with, please, Keith?
Yeah, I'm just wondering how my financial situation would be with everything that's going on. I'm just wondering if it'll get better from now.
Okay, Keith, that's a very, very valid question in these very uncomfortable sort of times. And, you know, I'm sure you can appreciate you're not the only person that has this question. I think besides health, I think this is the number one question people are asking. When I'm tuning into your energy, Keith, they're showing me that there will be a couple of things here that you need to let go of or look at differently. Now, I'm not saying that you're not going to come out the other side financially okay. I'm saying that I think that it's time that we can reorganise or revisit how you spend money and look at sort of in maybe ways that we can sort of curb the spending a little bit. It's interesting because I normally would have said that you're fairly organised, that you're sort of very much usually on top of what's going on in your life. You know, you're one of those people that can mentally sort of say, oh, well, I've got to do this and that's got to be paid and whatever. And you're usually pretty right. You don't need to write it down. But at the moment, it's like I want to see it put down in paper in front of you so that you can sort of see it for what it is. It's like I need to physically look at it, touch it, feel it, own it. And then I think you'll see out of that some ways there that you can be a little bit more creative and, you know, curtail the expenditure a little bit, which will help you come out the other side faster and stronger than what you would have if you just left everything as it is. I do feel, though, Keith, that there's a couple of new possibilities here of things that are sort of going to come into your mind. I don't know that they have yet, that will help you boost your income stream as well. Now, these may not be things that you're going to take on board forever and a day, but they may be just sort of some ways that you can see now in the short term that you can increase finances coming in the door. But overall, Keith, I think you're going to be one of the more fortunate ones that's going to come out the other side a lot faster than a lot of other people because of your good management skills.
Oh, okay. That sounds good and promising. Glad to hear that.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's because you're really sort of, you know, you're looking at things honestly, Keith. You know, you're not sticking your head in the sand and saying, oh, I can't do this. You're looking at everything. You know, you're not leaving anything unturned, and you're looking at, you know, is there a way I can shave a bit off here and a bit off there, and collectively that all adds up. You know, a few cents here and a few cents there goes into dollars, and then the next thing you know, we've got $20 we've saved, and, you know, you're sort of really being very brutal with things. And that's why you will come out the other side a lot quicker, and that'll put you in a stronger position moving forward. So it was lovely to connect with you, Keith. We're going to go to Erin now in Waverly in Ohio, USA. Are you there, Erin?
I am here.
You have a question I can work with, sweetie?
I'm from Waverly, yes.
So what's your question, darling?
Oh, just about my jobs, I guess.
About your
where am I going with these jobs?
Okay. All right. Well, that's a very good question, Erin. I mean, jobs are situations at the moment that a lot of us, I think, are questioning, you know, are we in the right job? You know, we're lucky enough to have one, but is it what I really want moving forward? And I think this is one of the things that's coming up for a lot of people in the fact of us all having time and being able to look at our lives under a microscope at the moment. For you, Erin, I'm just not sure that this is the right fit. I mean, at the moment, I mean, you've got to be thankful, I think, that you've got a job. And let's put it into the rightful context. I mean, for the moment, yes, it's good that you've got a job and you've got money coming in. But I think further down the track, I don't think you're going to stay in this job. I'm seeing a major decision around August, September this year, Erin, where you're really going to sort of decide whether or not it's time to sort of open the opportunities up and start looking for something else. I mean, you might have wanted to do that prior to that, but I don't know that, you know, the world will be in a place where you're in a position to be able to do that before then. But I feel by about August, it's sort of like a lot of things have settled down and you sort of feel, well, this is the time I can really sort of focus on this and decide what I want to do. Have you been contemplating doing some extra training or study, Erin?
No, not too much. There's a test online that I could take for another job. I haven't did it, and I've been putting it off. I didn't know
you need to look at that
would be the same job, or go ahead. Okay.
I think you need to look at the extra study. They were showing the extra study or training, which would put you into a much better position for another job. And that was sort of what I was going to suggest to you to be looking at now in this time. You know, I think you already know the answer to the job situation. If this virus hadn't befell the world, you would have been looking now at sort of after Easter, sort of really getting serious about a job change. But this has sort of come up.
It's just scary, I guess, for a job change.
So now we need to look at how we can handle this in the most positive way. And I think by upskilling or sort of adding to your skill set, I actually think is the right move at this point in time. Number one, it'll make the time go a little bit quicker, but it'll also clearly show you then what the new direction is that you want to take as far as work's concerned. And it may show you that the path that you thought you wanted to go on isn't quite right. You know, maybe we need to look at slightly a little bit further afield, or sort of going into something that enables you to use some different skills to maybe what you've got now, or skills that you haven't used in a long time. So I think this is actually a very exciting time, Erin, where I think you're going to really learn a lot about yourself, but learn a lot about what's going to make you happy moving forward as far as a career is concerned over the next few months. So I'd be suggesting have a pad and a pen with you at all times and jot down any peculiar thoughts or ideas or things that come into your head so that you don't forget them, so that you can, I can go back and I can look at that now. I've got that opportunity to see whether there's a course I can do online connected with that might give me, you know, even more skills to broaden my prospects as far as a new job. Were you sort of thinking of moving residence as well, Erin?
About 4 years, I'm hoping.
I just think that's going to come a bit sooner. It's sort of like this new job to me was leading towards a change of residence as well. It's sort of like the whole thing goes hand in hand.
Okay.
I don't say exactly the same word, but what I'm saying is, you know, with the new job, I think with, you know, extra finances and everything like that coming in, it enables you to sort of bring forward the move a bit quicker than what you would have been able to do had you stayed in the current job. So that's why I think it's so important that we need to sort of get everything sort of happening and be really open and write down your dreams, Erin, because I'm being shown that you're going to get some really strong dreams over the next couple of months that will be some clues to your future as well, even if you don't understand them at the time. Write them down because they will be answers to the future for you, sweetie.
Okay, thank you.
You're very, very welcome. That was Erin in Waverley in Ohio. And it's really interesting because a lot of people at the moment are having some very, very strong dreams. And I think that's because we're able to sort of relax a little bit more and maybe go into a deeper sleep. And because we're not running here, there and everywhere in our very, very busy lives, that we're able to sort of take the time to go into a deeper mode of sleep and to be able to be aware of understanding or listening to the things, the cues that we're getting from the universe. And this is a very positive thing. It's interesting, though, because a lot of people are sort of finding they don't like themselves at the moment. You know, why can't I settle down? Why can't I do this? Why am I so restless? Why do I all of a sudden want to leave the house? And why all of a sudden would I like to take up, you know, jogging around the park when I've never been interested in it before? The answer to that is very simple. When someone says no to you that you can't do something, you all of a sudden want to do it. That's just human nature. And I know for me, I'm sort of, you know, I'm always so busy that I don't sort of tend to think of, you know, doing something different. It's sort of like, how many things can I squeeze into today? And I know by even myself, by being restricted of knowing that we can't leave the house other than for essential things like food and going and getting medication, that I just want to go and hop in the car and go for a really, really long drive. And it's like, oh, we're not allowed to do that. Oh, I could go and visit. Oh, no, you can't do that. You can't visit so-and-so, or you can't do this. So it's really interesting that that's how human nature works. When somebody says no to us, we want to do the exact opposite. So maybe in some ways we've got to turn around and sort of re-educate our minds to sort of be accepting of that, okay, this is the new norm for the moment. Let's get creative. Let's get the pots and pans out and start baking, and let's start creating some very interesting, different, nutritious meals. I mean, it's a time to reconnect with the basics in our life. And that's one of the things that Pluto has been asking us to do since 2008 is to get back to basics. And one of the things that I've been noticing a lot on social media is people are sharing their recipes on homemade bread and how to do this and how to do that. And I think it's wonderful. And here in Australia, I've noticed a lot of people sort of starting up web pages and social media pages talking about buying local made products and supporting your own country. And I think that's something that we could all do, is start to sort of explore how we can, coming out the other side, not be so reliant on overseas purchases and maybe start buying products produced in our own country. Let's get some industry back in our own countries and start supporting jobs locally and supporting our own economies. I think that's really important. And I think that's one of the messages that is coming so strongly out of this, is that, yes, we are a global economy, but I think we also, charity begins at home is a saying I know that my grandmother used to say a lot when I was a child growing up, and I don't know that I ever quite really fully understood what she meant, but I think now I do, that charity does begin at home, that we've got to start looking after our own. We've got to start looking after the people that are in our own local environment. And by that way, I think collectively we can start to heal our own local economies and put people back in jobs and come out the other side of this COVID-19. I hope you all stay well. Make sure that you keep a positive attitude. And when you're feeling a little bit down, just go and Google or YouTube, Come On and Get Happy by the Partridge Family. And I think that will put you in a very, very positive mood if we can all sing along with the Partridge Family, Come On and Get Happy. And I think that really sort of uplifts our spirit. So until next week, bye for now. Stay safe. And don't forget, please, please, please stay home. We're all in this together. We can all do this. And we love each and every one of you. Bye for now.
To A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, enlightening television. Welcome.
Time for the Modern Day Medium with the Modern Day Medium. Modern Day Medium. Live from the moderndayMedium.com.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio.
Or one of our websites,
askoneradio.com or moonstruck.tv.
This is the Modern Day Medium
on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Good evening, everybody. Hello, the Modern Day Medium here. My name is Michelle, and also known as the Modern Day Medium. I hope you're all well and have had a good week. I couldn't make last week. I was busy working, but we managed to find a way around it and air me anyway. What have I been doing? Gracious me, I've just finished teaching. On a Tuesday evening, I teach a circle. We had 10 people there this evening, and it was just lovely. Everybody gave messages, everybody linked into spirit, and there were a couple of people that had never been there before, and they just did amazing. It was absolutely brilliant, buzzing with energy, just loved it. So I really enjoy that. I enjoy teaching psychic mediumship. And also another new venture of mine is I'm doing podcasts. Me and my sister have got together, and we're doing podcasts which roll out on a Sunday called Psychic Sundays. And we are covering a whole list of psychic abilities, the difference between psychic and mediumship. We're talking about healing. We're talking about tools of the trades. We're talking about guides. Negative energy, positive energies, how to protect yourself, how to look after yourself. So between me and my sister Louise, we've got 40 years of experience, and we're both qualified healers in many different modalities as well. We also both teach healing as well, which is great. So we thought, well, hey, why not put our heads together and do some podcasts? So we're going to be doing several series there. We've already done 5, which are going to go up soon. And then we'll be doing another set. So we'll be doing 3 or 4 or 5 series, each one containing about 6 podcasts. They're good fun. They're nice, really enjoyable. It's lovely. We thoroughly enjoy it. But one thing I wanted to talk about is soulmate and soul groups and twin flames. So the difference with a soulmate soul group, a soulmate, lots of people think a soulmate is you're my soulmate, we're meant to be together, we're meant to be together forever. Not true, not the case at all necessarily. Soulmates are people that come into your life for a certain period of time. They may come in just for 2 or 3 months. They could be a friend. They could be a partner, a boyfriend. They could just be someone you have a fling with. I mean, but they've come in to teach us something, to teach us a lesson, for us to learn something. And also, likewise, we go into other people's lives to teach them lessons. Obviously, we have people that are in our lives always and always been there, lifelong friends, family members, etc., etc. But sometimes a soulmate can come in and leave as quick as they came in, and it can be very, very painful. But the way to look at it is, well, what have I learned from this? Why have they come into my life? And what have I got from this? And then we have our soul group, which could be groups of friends, family, or friends that we have been with before, families we have been with before in other incarnations, other lives. And somebody was telling me, somebody I respect hugely, was saying that our soulmates or somebody from our soul group come into our life and they have already decided, I will be the person that will teach this person the lesson. I will be the person that will come down and teach them the lesson they haven't learned. Because I love them the most, I'm the one that wants to deliver the pain. I want that job role. I want to do it. So that's a beautiful thing within itself, isn't it? It's amazing. So soulmates, and also another interesting thing is when we're most in need sometimes, is when somebody will come into our life, will pop up into our life, a new friend will come into our life just to help us. Just to say, hi, you were on my mind, I thought I'd give you a call. And that's a great thing, is that soulmate or that friend coming back into our life. No such thing as coincidences, right? Come back into our life to help us through a difficult, sticky patch. And likewise for us as well. So a message to everybody is, if you have got somebody that's on your mind, somebody you're thinking about, somebody that keeps popping into your head recently, that you haven't thought about much for a long time, then I just would like you to think about the possibility that you need to give them a call, give them a ring, and I feel quite sure that they will just say, you won't believe it, you won't believe what I'm going through, you won't believe what happened. So all of us are also psychics as well, right? I mean, we all have that ability in us, just believing in it, standing in that power. And when we get something that's coming in that's a little bit out of the ordinary, or someone keeps popping into our head, give them a call. And then when you do, I feel quite sure that you'll know the reason why you've called. So there's just a very, very small bit on soulmate, soul groups. Obviously on our podcast, we go into it a lot more and a lot more depth on loads of different subjects, loads and loads. We've really thrown the box open on psychic mediumship, thrown the box open on healing. And it's our thoughts, our feelings, what we've been through. And we're also going to be having some really great guests as well on there. Physical mediums, trance mediums, psychic surgeons. It's going to be really good fun, really good fun. And also on here as well, 10th of March, I will have a guest with me then. And he is just amazing. Watch this space. I respect him hugely. It'll blow your mind, honestly. He's wonderful. So I'll stop babbling now. And I just wanted to share that with you. So just be aware of soulmates, and don't necessarily always see it as a bad thing. See it sometimes as someone's given you pain. Pain is to be felt. Let's not forget that. It's learning, progressing, and moving forward. So if someone's come into your life, just think, okay, all right, fine, they've gone. What have I learned from here? Or what have they learned from me? So turn it into more of a positive, beautiful thing. Not everything is bad and sad news. We're all here to learn lessons, right? To give up to that higher vibration. So there we go. I believe I have a caller, Jessica. Are you still there, or have you got bored of listening to me babbling on?
Yes, I'm still here.
Hello, my darling. How are you? I hope you found it interesting. How are you, Jessica? How can I help you this evening, my lovely?
Yes. I had a friend that passed away. His name was Mark.
Yep.
And I was thinking if he's came forward.
Yep. Okay, that's fine. Right, Jessica, I need to say to you, actually, funnily enough, before I did the show, I was just linking in as I do and asking whoever needs to step forward. And funnily enough, I did have a child stepping forward, most certainly a son-boy energy. Can you understand, please, his death being very, very quick, very, very unexpected, please, my love? Very fast, very quick, sweetheart. I'm just going to keep talking and hope that you can hear me. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you.
Good. I'm going to just keep talking, all right? Now, I feel that this son, I have to say, he feels very nice, very gentle, very kind, very caring. I feel some confusion in his head and something coming up and around into his head area before he went back to the world of spirit. He is making me aware, he's taking me to his stomach as well. I'm feeling an impact or a pain or a problem in my stomach area, if this makes sense to you, please. He's holding my stomach and making me rub my stomach round and round and round. And this is him just telling me also something that was wrong there, please, my darling. His passing felt at the end quite sudden, quite fast, like I said, very, very quick. But he was quite a unique person, very, very different, a stand-out young gentleman, please, if you can understand that. I also feel he had the most beautiful eyes as I look at in his eyes, and they feel quite pale and just very, very lovely. He makes me aware, Mum, I'm okay. He wants you to know I'm healed and I'm put back together. I'm all been put back together again. And in my head, I feel my head is, I'm really okay. He thanks for the rose or the roses that you gave to him as well, I need to say. I see these flowers. I'm aware that you talk to him a lot constantly. You're always wanting to know it's okay, he's there safely, he's fine, he's healed. He wants to send you healing as well. He's a lovely gentleman, and he's sending it right into your heart and into your heart chakra. I've got the name Mark. I also need to give you the name Brian. I don't know why, but I need to give you that as well, my love. I feel that your son enjoyed music, enjoyed a little bit of dancing, he enjoyed jumping around as well. And he's making me aware that he's in spirit doing this. He's very, very busy. He's very, very active. He also is in massive love. My darling Jessica, you need to know your son is with his grandfather. They are together. I feel that your grandfather, his grandfather, I feel he was a good father, a lot of energy, very nurturing as well, if this makes sense to you, please, my sweetheart. And they are very much together and through a lot of love and send you a lot of love, Jessica. Please, 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 can you heal yourself? And please, please, just he's okay. Bless his heart. He comes into you, Jessica. He holds you. He wants your tears, what he's saying to me. Please, Mum, please, Mum.
Yes.
I need to go to the head. I keep needing to go to the head as well, okay? Because he holds you there. He holds you in the head. He holds you in this area, and he holds you very, very tight. He makes you aware that you've got a lot of his facility is quite as it was, and he needs for you to pass a message on to a young lady, please, my darling. Whether there was a sister, but also a very close friend, one close to him. And who's this one? Give them Alison as well. I need to give you the star sign of Tauri Capricorn as well, my love. And I say to you for you to send love them to stop worrying as well, and that they are okay. Your son was quite a joker and about a bit as well. He's got a beautiful, buoyant energy and quite angelic as well, I need to say to you. He's got quite a heart, but I feel it's just all got a bit much for him as well, sweetheart. Do you understand this, Jessica? Mum,
yes,
you know very much. And I need to give you drawing sketches with this as well. And he just sends huge love to you. Bless his heart. He's just put a rainbow all the way over you, Mum. I love you. I love you. There's a distinctive smell that comes in with your son as well, please. Please be aware of that, because he's made aware. It's a very clean kind of, it's like a soapy smell. I don't know why I'm getting this. And I have to go with hair gel and a hair wax as well. And it's this smell that he's bringing in to you. He sends you so much love. And he says to you, Mum, I am safe, I am okay, I am healed, and I love you. Okay?
Okay. Is my friend stuff for yet, Mark?
Sorry?
Has my friend stepped forward yet? His name was Mark.
Okay, fine. Yeah, that's fine, that's fine. So that's, if you can take this as a mark and you can understand, I think I said Mark and somebody else just sending huge love to you, my love. Can you understand that?
Yes.
Good. That's good. That's good. Good, good, good. So a lot of love around you for sure. Sorry?
Huh? Can you tell me what happened to my friend?
Yes, pass it on. Pass it on to your friend. I can't hear you. I'm sorry. Right. Okay. Can you understand? I have got. What happened? I have got another energy that's stepping forward here. Now, this energy feels taller, stronger, older. He feels like a prankster, a joker. I feel he mucked about a lot. I feel that he's calling you like chum, 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 friend, 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 mate, mate, mate. He makes me aware of like heavy boots on him, whether he would have, I don't know why I've got heavy boots on. We had big, heavy boots. He makes me feel with him that he just wants to come in and give you love. He's telling me that a candle has been lit for him and he appreciates it a lot. He wants you to remember the good times, the fun, the laughter. He's telling me that he had some depression, he felt quite down, and he felt quite low as well at times. He makes it clear that you spent a lot of time helping, talking, and communicating with this gentleman, and he wants to thank you very much. Is that okay? Can you oh, that's better. I can hear much clearer now. So there's a lot of love there for you from Spirit, darling.
All right.
Okay.
So my friend hasn't really stepped forward and said what happened to him.
Jessica, can you say that again, my lovely?
So my friend hasn't stepped forward and tell you what happened to him.
Has your friend stepped forward and told me what's happened to him?
Yes.
I feel with her, so with your friend Mark, who's on the other side, I feel with him there was a depression, a heaviness, a feeling very down with him, a feeling very low with him, a feeling very unhappy, a sadness with him. He makes me feel it was all very, very quick. It all happened very, very fast, if you can understand that, my love.
Yes.
Perfect. He's back safe and he's fine and he just wants to send you love. He is around you very much.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Thanks, my darling.
Hello?
Right. I think my next call is this Angie I'm here now?
Hi.
Hello, Angie. How are you, my darling?
How are you?
Thank you, my love. Oh, good, sweetheart. How are you? How can I help you?
I was just hoping to get like a general relationship reading. This retrograde has me kind of in a funk.
I'm just going to go straight into it, all right? I'm pretty into you. I'm just going to go with exactly what I'm feeling, getting.
Right. Can you hear me better now?
Down, up and down, up and down. Backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards, backwards
up and
forwards.
down.
I feel with you that you're two minds, you're soaring in a relationship, feeling a bit difficult. I think you're feeling quite drained, my love. You're feeling tired and you're exhausted with it all. Feeling, I know I'm picking up, but if you listen back, I'm sure you'll be able to hear, Andy. I'm feeling with you, my loveliness, backwards and forward within this relationship. I feel that I want to say to you to take a leap of faith. I want you to stand your ground. I want you to stand up for yourself. I want you to stand strong. I want you to come and how it is you're feeling is making you feel, and it needs to be cleared. I feel that there is some misunderstanding within the relationship as well, misinterpretation, and things are very, very quickly taken the wrong way. It feels very fiery to me and quite vulnerable at the moment. There's a lot of pressure and stress that's added onto the relationship here that's making it difficult. I feel with this partner or friendship or this relationship that you're in, I feel the gentleman walks out a lot, walks away a lot. He can't deal with it. I can hear doors slamming. I can hear shouting. And I can hear arguing that's happening here, please, my darling. And I just feel that you're taking all of this in and it's impacting you quite a lot as well. You can be
I've been...
I can feel that you can be quite stubborn and stand your ground, but at the moment you're not. I feel that you're feeling overwhelmed, bowled over, and you're just not too sure which way to go or which way to turn. I want to say to you, my lovely Angie, that it would be nice for you to have a couple of days just away, just for you to think what it is and to sort it all out. It feels like it's got in a right old muddle, if you can understand that, my love. I also need to say, she doesn't want you, Angie, to listen to you and how you feel, and if this is actually really what it is that you want and where it is that you want to go, Angie, all right? I want you to stand up and speak up for yourself as well, coming from a place of love and truth, and how it's been making you feel. I feel this gentleman is under stress, pressure, like a heavier energy, a depression, a loss. And I feel that he's sort of clammed up a bit and he's not got over where he is. He's a bit stuck at the moment emotionally. Can you understand this, Angie?
Yeah, well, he's all about focusing on money, and he just blocks his emotions off. He doesn't like expressing how he feels, so he just lashes out. And I've been getting so overwhelmed recently that I've been having like compulsive crying fits. Like, I've never cried so much in my life.
Yeah. So the crying is the letting out of the emotions. The crying is the sort of grieving of what you had to where it is now, to the wanting him to come back, to him pulling back, to wanting him to open and communicate. I need to tell you, he's not being disloyal to you. That just came through very, very clearly. It's just where he is at the moment. He's in a little bit of a lost place at the moment emotionally. It's all kind of built up inside of him, and he doesn't know how to express it. I want to say to you, Angie, if I can give you anything from spirit, is to give him a bit of space and step back a little bit. Whether you can go to a friend's for a couple of days or nights, I just feel like I need you to think what it is that you want. Just take a step out. I'm not saying it's ended. I'm not saying it's over. I'm just saying that just needs a little bit of space to allow you to breathe and allow you to get together with how you're feeling and why you're feeling like you do, Angie. Your partner needs to let all these emotions out. He really does. And sadly, we can't force people to do that, but it is going to happen. He is going to get over it, and it is going to get better. It's just going to take a little bit of time. Angie, I want to say to you, what is going on is with him. You can love him from a distance. I don't mean not being together, but I mean you can be there to support him, but you do not need to absorb or take it on. You can only be responsible for you, but you can stand by his side and say to him, until you're ready or when you're ready to talk, you know where I am. Until then, I need to get on with my life. It's making me sick. It's making me tired. It's making me emotional. And I cannot stand in this anymore, in this energy. So I love you, but I'm just going to be over here emotionally at the moment until you're ready to talk and speak to me and speak freely with me so we can clear this up. Does that make sense, Angie? Okay. Hopefully you're still there, my lovely, if you can hear me. So, Angie, they really are things I would like to say to you. I feel your partner, there's a lot of heaviness in his heart at the moment as well. I don't know, going back to mother-father issues, family issues, loss, a tough life for him, I need to say. And it's like things keep rearing up again and then going again, rearing up and then going again. And sadly, it is for you to be there or to help and to support, but there's not much you can do if this lovely gentleman isn't willing to make the changes himself. So step out of that, step in your own power, and just let him sort himself out, but giving him all the support that you need, if that makes sense to you.
Yes, it does.
So, good. So just stay strong, my loveliness, and just be gentle with him. Just be gentle, and don't absorb all of this stuff. I really want to say that to you. And as a psychic medium, and I've been doing this for a long time, and also as an energy worker and healer, we don't have to be ingrained, entangled, entwined 100% in someone else's pain. We can love them and care for them, but protect ourselves and just say, when you're ready to deal with this, I'm here. Honestly, give him the space and the freedom to let him sort himself out. You're a lovely lady, Angie.
Okay.
You really are. Okay, you are. You're a strong woman. Go and take a couple of days if you can, or even if it's an afternoon, just to let yourself let it out, be free. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Good. So hopefully, let me give you a card, Angie, as well. Let me shuffle you a card.
Okay.
There's lots of people that just have problems with communicating. It's difficult. Right, here we go. So it's the turtle. Patient. You can't make it up, can you? Patience for you, all right? Be inspired by the wisdom of the turtle totem, and slow down when you feel you are getting overwhelmed by situation or emotions. If you rest, you will gain a more grounded perspective. The turtle is telling you to take time for yourself, consider all aspects of a situation, and see where it takes you. There we go. Perfect card for you. All right. So I hope that's helped, Angie. Sending you much love.
Thank you so
darling.
much.
You're welcome. And you can find me on the Modern Day Medium Facebook website if you want a longer reading from me. I am there for that. So another week gone. I don't know where these weeks fly by. I guess I'm just so busy. Before I know it, it's Tuesday again. And I love doing these shows. I love connecting with everybody. It's so enjoyable. It's nice to be able to be sat at home. Isn't it amazing, the internet, connecting all the way across to America, Canada, and wherever it is that we've been taken this evening. So you can find me on Facebook, The Modern Day Medium, my website, The Modern Day Medium. I do Skype readings, phone readings, one-to-one readings, but there's a long way to travel if you're over in America or Canada. So you can find me there. Love. Skype readings work brilliantly well. So for the rest of the week, just take care of yourselves, love yourselves, put yourselves first. If you feel that there's some healing or emotions that aren't shifting, there's a bit of a block, allow them to come up, do some meditation, listen to something that is that has you have a calling for. If you listen to a meditation and you just feel drawn to it, then just know that's the right one for you. And just let things go, let emotions go.